So yeah, tell us about like where the idea came from, how you got started.
All right. Well, it started a year ago. Yeah, when I launch, it'll be I think almost perfectly a year.
Yeah.
It was when I bombed the test actually in statistics. And,
Me too.
I was doing okay, and then I bombed one, and I'm typically a pretty good student, so I try to, I was thinking about, what can I do to recover. I still wanted to get an A. I mean, a lot of students know the drill. You kind of take your paper and pen and figure out, put on your syllabus, your weights and all that stuff, and figure out what you need to do. I was already interested in making apps, but I actually didn't know anything about iPhone development. I have a web development background. So I went ahead and started learning iPhone development. And man, probably took maybe 3 or 4 months to just get the iPhone development down. Coming from a web development background, it was really different. And as I was going through development, I kept working on the design, because I think design is really important for iPhone apps.
Yeah, that's something that we noticed about yours, obviously, because it's just nice. I mean, it's got a good feel to it.
Yeah, and it didn't start that way.
Oh yeah.
The screens you're seeing are hundreds of iterations, and a lot of usability testing too. I wanted to make it really fun, so that's also something I focused on. Is what are some ways that can make every interaction delightful? What every interaction fun to use rather than just useful, and so I think. I think it turned out pretty well. I did go to bar camp, and that was fun. Got to talk with some other developers. Actually, UNC Charlotte allowed me to send an email out to everybody in the CCI department an email about grades for the beta test, and I got a bunch of beta testers from that. So that was great.
Yeah. That's something we've been talking about with the podcast we've been doing. Like actually, the last episode. They asked me, like how involved is the university with the startup scene here and the entrepreneur kind of scene? And I was like, from my experience, not too much. Like you don't hear much talking about bar camp or any of these other events around town. But yeah, that's an interesting subject as well. Like how UNCC could be doing more.
Yeah, and I think they could be. To really, I think it'd be great if they. I think there are students doing stuff at UNCC.
Right.
I don't think it's. I'd like to see them focusing more on those people.
Right.
I want to see what other people are doing.
So where can people go to find out more about Grades App and about you?
Well, gradesapp.com.
Okay.
That's probably the best place. But if you want to find out more about me, my blog is tappity.com.
Cool. Well, thanks for taking some time out today, hanging out with us, grabbing some lunch.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool.
Great.